Okay, we'll start in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Respected brother Yasin, who's organized this program, and also the resource person, Sheikh Malik Sahab and Mrs. Khatija Banu Akbar, resource person for mathematics and resource person for science, and our distinguished students and their parents. I welcome you all by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and a very good morning to all of you. Now today, this is a program, it's conducted by Elite Academy. We are giving a one-day workshop on students of SSLC to prepare and know that how tough this exam is all about, and the subjects science and mathematics. After that, we'll continue the program with a motivation talk and career guidance. Finally, we'll conclude the program and we'll finish the day. Now, let us call up on stage our first speaker of the day, Mr. Sheikh Malik. Mr. Sheikh Malik is a science resource person, North Bangalore. He is a resource person in India Trust and AMK Resource World. This is a website for education purpose. He is a very well qualified person, well experienced. He is in a panel of question papers also in the Karnataka state. He has received Best Teacher Award in the year 2020 and 21 from AMK Resource World. What a wonderful person to start the day. Please, I would like to call your points, sir. Please come in.
A very good morning. Today we will be starting about a science workshop. Here we will be covering about difficult areas in science and question paper analysis. How the question paper is going to be in KSEB board. So, first chapter in physics is electricity. What all important concepts you need to cover in electricity for SSLC board? First, if we see electric current, potential difference and electric power. The definition, SI unit, formula. Second, Ohm's law, very important. We call it as heart of electricity chapter because all of your electricity problems and everything comes on this. Third, factors on which the resistance of the conductor depends. 3 or 4 factors are there, very important. Fourth, concept of series and parallel, very important. Formulas, what is getting divided, what is not getting divided, all those things very important. Fifth, practical applications of heating effect, very important. Coming to the diagrams, we have symbols of some commonly used components, page number 97, 12.1. Electric circuit diagram for studying Ohm's law, figure 12.2, page number 98. Resistors in series and resistors in parallel, page number 104, figure 12.6 and 12.7. And at the last, simple electric circuit. These are the important concepts to be covered in electricity chapter. Next, coming to magnetic effect of electric current. Application chapter. This is a very important chapter for application kind of questions. So here, very important is properties of magnetic field lines around a bar magnet. You can assume it as a butterfly pattern. Second, magnetic field lines due to current in a solenoid. It has appeared in model paper also and even the state level preparatory, district level preparatory also. Third, electric motor, principle and working. Fourth, electromagnetic induction, Faraday's laws. 2 experiments are there on this. We will be covering that also. Electric generator, principle, working. And at last, domestic electric circuits. Here the diagrams which you need to understand are field lines around a bar magnet, field lines around a current carrying solenoid, field around current carrying straight conductor, electric motor and electric generator. Now, this is field lines around a bar magnet. As I told you, you can follow it as a butterfly pattern. Very, very important. How the field lines will originate. It originates from north, ends in south, outside the magnet. It originates from north, ends in south. Then they form a closed loop. They are closed loop. Third, they never intersect, crisscross or intersect or cross or anything like that. Fourth, they are in high number over the pole of the magnet. Like this, you need to answer this particular question. If any kind like this question appears in your board exam, these 4 points are very important. 2 mark questions. Please do remember these 4 points. Then here this one, a very important rule, right hand thumb rule. We use the application in right hand thumb rule. Here 3 observations, very important. First one is concentric circles are formed. If you see in that blue color, in the diagram blue color, those are the concentric circles. Second, right hand thumb rule is the principle used here. Very important to know the principle. Third, circles are closer near the conductor. As we move near the conductor, circles will become more and more closer to that. Solenoid and electromagnet, a very concentrative topic for the paper setters. So if you see, this is the diagram of an electromagnet or a solenoid. This experiment you can even perform in your home and learn the application of this. Simple definition is enough to know about solenoid and electromagnet. Now Faraday's experiment. 2 experiments are there. Here, like this, you need to answer to this particular question. How to answer this question if the question comes on Faraday's experiment? Only these 3 observations you need to write. It can come for 3 mark also, it can come for 4 mark also. Very first observation is, what happens when the movement of the magnet is in the coil? Coil is that red color wrapped one and the galvanometer there. Deflection is seen in the galvanometer, meaning there is a movement observed in the galvanometer. As we move the magnet inside the coil, there is a deflection seen inside the galvanometer. Second observation, if the magnet is kept stationary in the coil, meaning here is if the magnet is not moved, it is just kept inside the coil, no deflection is seen, because current will not pass or magnetic field will not be generated. This is the reason. Since the magnetic field is not getting generated, current won't be generated and deflection will not be seen. Third, if the magnet is withdrawn, while withdrawing also we will move the magnet, deflection will be seen but in the opposite direction. This is the experiment of coil and magnet and coil experiment, Faraday's first experiment. This is second experiment, primary coil, secondary coil. If you observe the diagram, one coil will have more number of rotation and the second coil less. In first coil we have connected battery key, second coil we have connected galvanometer. G stands for galvanometer. Same thing, when the key is closed, if the key is closed, there is a path for the flow of current. Current will flow. If the current is flowing, again galvanometer deflection can be seen. Second, if the key is open in the sense now there won't be any path for the flow of current. Current will not flow. If there is no current, even the deflection will be seen in the opposite direction. Steady current. Steady current in the sense uniform current. In the motion chapter in 9th standard you must have learnt about uniform velocity. If we talk about uniform velocity, the body will be at rest. It won't move. It is in fixed position. Similar to that only, the current will be fixed. Steady current. If the current is fixed, deflection will not be seen in the galvanometer. So these two experiments like this you need to answer. If any kind of question appears on Faraday's experiment, they can give it in statement form also, diagram form also. In model paper they have given this particular thing, diagram form. They might give it in the statement form. Just remember, if in the diagram, if in the question they have mentioned two circular coils, this experiment. Magnet and coil, the first experiment. Just do remember these keywords. Now, a very important AC electric motor and electric generator. The other name also I have given. To confuse you, they might give DC dynamo and AC dynamo. DC dynamo means electric motor. AC dynamo means electric generator. In your textbook they have given 3D representation. You can even follow 2D representation if it is easy. It's not necessary that you follow the 3D representation or 3D diagram only. You can follow these two 2D diagrams also. These are the important formulas for electricity chapter. In electricity chapter, all these formulas are very important. First formula, if we see, it is for current, second for voltage, third and fourth for resistance. Fourth formula is very important, very important. Then equivalent resistance in series, equivalent resistance in parallel, heat, that is Joule's law. After that, power, electric power. Three formulas are there. Problems can come on these formulas, and even for MCQ they might ask these formulas. These are some important instruments and their functions. For sure a question will be there, any instrument and their function. Battery, it is a device used to maintain potential difference. Potential difference, the other name of potential difference is voltage. Don't get confused, voltage is also called as potential difference. Second, ammeter, it is used to measure electric current. Measure, ammeter is used to measure the electric current. Third, voltmeter, it is used to measure potential difference in voltage, whereas battery is used to maintain potential difference. There is a difference between maintaining it and measuring it. Then fourth, variable resistance, changing the resistance in the circuit, increasing and decreasing the resistance. We can even call it as rheostat. Variable resistance and rheostat both are same. Galvanometer, it is used to check the presence of current. We used this in Faraday's 2 experiment for seeing the deflection. Then fuse, very important, safety device to protect electrical appliances. Commutator, we use it in motor and generator. It will change the direction of current. It keeps on changing the direction of current. Then electric motor. This is a device that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. Just remember, motor will convert electrical energy to mechanical energy. Generator, it converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. So there is a difference. Motor converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. Generator converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. Now, features of question paper. How your question paper is going to be. If we talk about science question paper, there are no important questions. Questions can change. Even the same question can come in different forms. So there are no important questions in science. Only important concepts are there in science. Now, what type of questions will be asked? Easy and very easy questions will come for 24 marks. Easily you can score 24 marks by just revising the definitions, laws and all the type of direct questions. All the direct questions. Average questions will come for 40 marks. Now average in the sense, say for example factors on which the resistance of the conductor depends, all these type of average questions will come for 40 marks. Difficult questions will be for 16 marks. In this difficult question only, you will have a diagram based question, all that, or a scenario based question, or any concept related application based question. Then diagrams will be for 12 marks. For this particular exam, I have mentioned some diagrams, very important. You can practice those diagrams. That is brain, flower, human excretory system, that is kidney, and in chemistry zinc granules. Please do practice these 4 diagrams, very important. Numerical problem will appear from electricity and light compulsorily. 2, 3 or 3, 2, anything. 2 mark electricity, 3 mark light, because they haven't given that particular problem about light in state level preparatory. So there is a probability of it getting appeared in final exam. So please do concentrate on numerical problem. Now, what type of questions and from where the questions will not be given? Don't waste your time revising the questions from do you know paragraph or more to know paragraph. These 2 paragraphs, yellow color, all those kind of paragraphs will be there. Don't revise or learn anything related in that particular paragraphs, because questions will not be framed from those paragraphs. However, the questions can be given from activities. Blue color box will be there. Now you need to analyze. If the answer of that particular blue color box is written in the text, it's given continued in the text, those type of questions will be given. Lastly, 5 mark question will come from physics or chemistry this year. It will come from physics or chemistry. It's not going to come from biology. So from each and every chapter, मैं नीचे करूँगा. From control and coordination, 5 to 6 marks will be asked. Topics are plants and animal hormones, brain, neuron, spinal cord. Brain, neuron, spinal cord, and plants and animal hormones. 5 to 6 marks might be asked. Coming to how do organisms reproduce, male and female reproductive part, fertilization in plants, methods to prevent pregnancy, all those contraceptive methods. Acid, bases and salts, properties of acid bases, pH in our daily life, indicators, manufacture of salts, very important. 100% question will be there from this particular topic, manufacture of salts, bleaching powder, baking soda, washing soda, all that. Chloroalkali process, periodic classification, 4 laws, then trends. In the trends, what you need to remember is valency, atomic size, metallic and non-metallic character. It can come for 4 to 5 marks. Metals and non-metals, concentrate on physical and chemical properties more, and reactivity series. There is a reactivity series, no? Potassium, it starts with that particular thing, very important. Magnetic effects, again already done. Light, laws of refraction and reflection, refractive index, very important. How the light will bend when it travels from one medium to the other medium, very favorite concept of the teacher. Then lens formula and mirror formula and power of lens. Problems might be asked. Human eye and the colorful world, myopia and hypermetropia you have to concentrate on. Diagram based question can also be asked. Then atmospheric refraction and dispersion. For all the questions in human eye and the colorful world, dealing with blue color sky, sun appearance red, longer period it takes to rise and set. For all these, one common answer you can write is atmospheric refraction and lateral displacement. Even if you don't know, if you write these 2 words, definitely you will get marks, because whole chapter deals with atmospheric refraction only. So these 2 answers or these 2 things you can write it. Next, chapters to be concentrated for 4 marks and 5 marks questions. Magnetic effects of electric current, metals and non-metals, control and coordination, light, heredity and evolution. Please, page number 65 in heredity and evolution is very important. Part 2, page number 65. 65, 66, continuation. Very important in heredity and evolution. Then life process. In life process also, anyhow you can learn. Question paper pattern will be 888-941. 8 marks MCQ, 8 marks 1 word answer, 8 marks 8 questions for 2 marks, 9 questions for 3 marks, 4 questions for 4 marks, and 1 question for 5 marks. Important diagrams, anyhow it is circulated, and before this I have told you 4 or 5 important diagrams I have specified it. Please do practice all those 5 or 4 diagrams which I just specified. I have more broken down the concept and listed some important questions also. Direct, since 24 marks will be direct, so direct questions can be expected in this form. Directly they'll ask refractive index, absolute refractive index, laws of refraction, uses of lens, concave, convex, lens formula, Joule's law of heating, Ohm's law, ocean thermal energy, and definitions: electric current, electric power, and electric potential, difference between voltmeter and ammeter, how it is connected in the circuit also, voltmeter how it is connected, ammeter how it is connected, right hand thumb rule, Fleming's right and left hand rule, properties of magnetic field, solenoid, electromagnetic induction, characteristics of magnetic lines of force, and factors on which the resistance of the conductor depends. Chemistry also a bit I have broken down the concept and listed some important questions. Physical properties of metals and non-metals, chemical properties. In chemical properties all the reactions will come. How it reacts with acid, how it reacts with base, how it reacts with oxygen, what is the product, all that. That is the third point. What are the products of lead nitrate? Lead nitrate reaction is very, very important. Just specify it and write it somewhere. Lead nitrate reaction is very important. Then pH in our digestive system and tooth. Amphoteric oxide, water of crystallization, properties of ionic compounds. 100% they will ask question. Strong and weak acid. When do we say the acid is strong? When do we say it is weak? Electron dot structure, only these 3 you have to learn: methane, ethane, and ethene. Not more than this anything. Only these 3 are very important. Functional group and its structures. In the textbook propane they have taken and they have drawn all the structure, but till butane you can learn. Modern periodic law, law of trades and law of octaves. That is Dobereiner's law, Newland's law. Modern periodic law is also called as Moseley's law. Just to remember. Then, why agitation is required to clean the clothes? This is from soaps and detergents, cleansing action of soap. Same it is, cleansing action of soap or this type of question. Anyway they can give. Then, Mendeleev periodic law with limitations. Limitations are very important in Mendeleev's. Drawing the structure of hydrocarbons. In hydrocarbons, do learn cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane. 4 are there. Triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. Just do remember like this. Isomerism and isostructures. Isobutane, isopropane, like that. Reactivity series again very important. Homologous series differs with CH2 units. Structure of benzene and Dawn structure specified. Natural indicators, pH determination. Redox reaction, oxidation and reduction, both. Types of reactions with their example: combination, displacement, double displacement, decomposition, all that. Coming to biology, double circulation of blood in humans, role of nephron in excretion, very important. Difference between valves and septum in heart. What is the function of septum? What is the function of valves? Then pathway of reflex action, very important. plant hormones and its function, animal hormone and its function, how does menstruation occur, why it occurs, different methods of contraception. Coming to heredity, inherited traits and acquired traits, what is the difference? Speciation, four major terminologies they have used: genetic drift, gene flow, natural selection, geographical isolation. All the four are very important with that beetle story. Then analogous and homologous organs, fossil fuels, 10% rules, then advantage of cloth bag over plastic bag, 5 hours, trophic levels, food chain, food web, difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable substance, functions of the following terms. In the brain, function of cerebellum and medulla oblongata, lymph, nutrition in amoeba. Till now they have not asked in any paper, so there is a probability that this can appear. Amoeba, how does amoeba obtain its food? Till now they have not asked in any of the paper. Then difference between geotropism, phototropism, arteries and veins, monohybrid, dihybrid cross with ratios. Just learn the ratios: 9:3:3:1, 1:2:1, like that. Then sex determination of a child. At the last, glands and hormones secreted by them. Enough now. This is the smart work formula for how to prepare for target 40. Balancing equation, difference type question for 4 marks it will come. Reactivity series for 2 marks. Listing out chemical compounds for 2 marks. VSA means very short answers for 4 marks. Diagram based question 4 marks. Electron dot structure 2 marks. Diagrams 12 marks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a wonderful class. Even my science knowledge got refreshed in my school days, whatever I studied, medulla oblongata and all those things. But luckily, Elegant International School is very lucky to have you as a teacher. Thank you so much, madam. He is your wonderful staff. Right, next I would like to call Mrs. Khatija Banu. She is a resource person for mathematics, tons of experience and years of hard work. She is a tutor, she is a mentor for many girls in Bangalore. Her students have passed degrees in science and mathematics and still they want to learn from her. So I would like to call upon stage. Here we go.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and a very good morning to one and all present here. Well, to start with, maths सुनते ही थोड़ा घबरा जाते हैं बहुत सारे बच्चे, isn't? So maths is mostly considered as one of the toughest subject among the students. So may I know who all like maths? Yes, thank you. And may I know who all fear maths? Maths को देखते ही डर आ जाता है. Yes, can you lift it? Okay, so inshallah at the end of this session, when you go out of this hall, the fear of mathematics will not be there in you, inshallah. So the main reason behind having this fear of mathematics is 3 most important reasons. One being the lack of proper foundation, isn't it? Somewhere or the other you would have missed your primary foundation or your higher primary foundation, and that being the reason for not understanding the concepts of mathematics. Thus will be the first reason for having that fear of mathematics. Second being a lack of clarity, isn't it? Where in other subjects you can relate with the world, you can see things around, you can understand, but maths is such a vague subject, you can't even imagine, you can't even see things, but still you have to learn. There's always a question as why should we learn maths? Well, it is applicable in most of our daily life, but sadly we don't concentrate much on its application. If we do so, again it will give you a very good clarity of why we are learning maths. The third reason behind being lack of practice. जब क्लास में मैम चलाती सब कुछ अच्छा रहेगा, you will do the problem, you will understand it, everything will be fine. When you learn for your exam also सब आता है. The moment you get the paper, first line you will struck. You will not know how to proceed further, isn't it? So that is because of lack of practice. Because maths is a subject which you need not read or revise, you have to practice. The more you practice, the confident you will be. Okay, so inshallah today I'll try to give you a clarity of what to study, how to study, so that end of this session you will not be confused. कहाँ से शुरू करूँ, क्या पढ़ूँ, कौन सा छोड़ूँ, कौन सा लूँ, all this confusion will not be there, wherein you will have a clear proof of what to study to clear off this paper. Okay, so before entering into the topic, I would like to ask, how many of you are strugglers, like you just want to clear this paper? There are few who are strugglers and they just want to clear the paper. Second category of students who are average, they want to score above 70, at least 70. May I know how many among you? Okay. The third category being outstanders, centum lana hai. They'll have the aim of getting a centum. Because this clarity is the most important thing before you start preparing, because you should know what is your target, where you want to go, and definitely you should not be a struggler after going out today. You will be definitely aiming to get minimum 70 to 80 marks. Okay, to start with, to get that clarity, let us go in detail with the blueprint. Because when you know what the paper is, how the questions are going to come, आपको एक clarity मिल जाएगा क्या कैसे कब पढ़ना है. Okay, so first chapter, arithmetic progression, will give you 6 marks, out of which 2 marks is very easy to score. Only 2 formulas, nth term and SN formula. अगर ये 2 formula पढ़ लिए तो 2 marks guaranteed. For 4 marks, you need to work little harder, which will be a word problem. Word problem mainly focuses on to find the arithmetic progression. जैसे कि 3 terms of the series, general term of AP. So if you are a struggler, concentrate only on the 2 marks. You can skip the 4 marks for now. Next chapter, triangles. As you all know, very important, and 3 most important theorems: basic proportionality, Pythagoras, and the ratio of areas of similar triangles. One among this theorem is going to be a sure question in your paper for 4 marks. तो अगर आप ये 3 theorem पढ़ लेंगे तो you will get definitely 4 marks confirm मिल जाएगा. Next 2 marks थोड़ा tougher side में रहेगा. It will be sums related to sides and proportions and application oriented problem, which you can skip if you want to score 70 to 80 marks. So basically this chapter you need to cover all the 3 theorems. Okay, the next chapter, pair of linear equations in 2 variables, has the maximum marks 8 marks. So there are 3 important concepts which are covered in this chapter, and you will get questions on all the 3 topics. First, solving pair of linear equations by elimination method, a sure question in 2 mark. Solving pair of linear equation by graphical method, a sure question in 4 mark. So if you prepare this 2, definitely you will get 6 marks. And then you have types of lines and its solutions, wherein you will be dealing with conditions, what are the types of lines, intersecting, coincident, parallel, and what are the solution types. So all these will come in your 1 mark, and even that is a very easy concept. If you just put a table and understand it, you can easily score 1 mark. So you need not skip even any mark in this chapter, all 8 marks are easy to score. So give more concentration on this chapter. Next, circles. Again, a sure theorem from this chapter. There are only 2 theorems. One being length of tangents drawn from external point to the circles are equal, or it will be tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Sure question, one among these 2. The probability is 1 out of 2, so you should never skip these 2 theorems. And then next chapter, areas related to circle. Most of the students find little difficult when it comes to this, because one question would be direct based on area of the circle, whereas the second will be little application oriented, wherein the figures will be given to you and you will be asked to solve the area of the shaded part, wherein you have to calculate the entire area and then subtract the rest of the area. So if you want to skip off, you can skip off this very particular chapter if you are a struggler. Otherwise, the one who wants to get sent up, you have to focus on each and every chapter. Next, constructions. As you all know, 2 sure questions from constructions. One would be 2 tangents to the circle from a point away from the circle, or it would be a tangent at any point on the circle and 2 tangents given angle between the tangents. Most of the students, they do the first theorem, but they'll skip the second and third. But there is an equal chances of getting any one among these 3 theorems. So you should never skip. Whenever you take one concept, you have to analyze and read all the possible questions. Only then you are you are very sure with the topic. So never ever miss the next 2 constructions, because there is an equal chance that you will get one among these 3. And then the last 4th, construction of triangles similar to corresponding sides of the given triangle. You have 2 types, as you all know. One will be the like fraction, and another will be the improper fraction. 2 types of questions will arise on this. You have to be thorough with both the type, because no choices are given. You have to be thorough with both the types of constructions. And again, this 5 marks is a sure marks only by learning these 4 plus 1, 5 topics. If you learn these 5 topics, 5 marks for sure. And there is no twisted, everything direct questions. So you should never skip this chapter and the one I said you, pair of linear equations in 2 variables. Okay. Next, coordinate geometry. Again, a very easy to score chapter. You should never miss this chapter. 5 solid marks you can get. First and second being the easiest, it will come in 1 mark. Distance between the 2 points, coordinate of the midpoints, all these will be direct questions. It will not be twisted. It will come in 1 mark either in the form of MCQs or answer in 1 line. Okay. Next comes area of triangle and or section formula. Questions will arise in 2 mark questions. So you have to cover both the topics, because either area of triangle or the section formula may come. So you have to be thorough with a little twisted questions also in this particular topic. Next, chapter number 8, real numbers. Again, a very direct questions from this chapter. You can try all the 4 marks. Euclid's division lemma. I think you must be aware of Euclid's division lemma. 90% chances for 1 mark. And then you have find LCM or HCF. You should learn both the methods using prime factorization as well as the formula. The formula between the relationship between the LCM and HCF is a very, very important formula, which tells you LCM into HCF is equals to A into B. So the problems related to that formula is a sure question. And then you have prove that dash is irrational, like root 2, root 3, root 5 plus root 2. Sure question in your paper. I think in and around you will have some 5 to 6 questions. So if you practice those 5 to 6 questions, one among that is a sure question. Next, moving on to polynomials. Again, easy to score chapter. 6 marks. degrees of polynomial, monomial, binomial, trinomial. I think it's a very easy concept. Just by looking at the power, you just have to write what is the degree of the polynomial, which will give you 1 mark. Then zeros of the polynomial, a very important concept. You should never miss this chapter because it is very easy also. And zeros of polynomial will give you 2 types of questions. In one, the equation will be given to you and you will have to find the zeros of polynomial, or they will give you the zeros of the polynomial and you will have to find the equation. So this or that. So you should not eliminate one among it. You have to be thorough with both the things. Okay. Finally, divide the polynomial, which most of the students find little difficult. So if you find it difficult, you can skip only this part, divide the polynomial part, and concentrate on the rest of the section. Next, we have quadratic equation, again which carries 6 marks. Sure question, as you all know, solve the quadratic equation by formula method. The formula itself is so very important, or very rarely they ask about completing square method. The chances is very less, but still you need to have you need to cover both the types and then find the discriminants and the conditions to find the nature of the roots. Sure question, you have to know what is a discriminant. Most of you make mistakes in putting a minus and plus. Please don't do the mistakes. Learn the formulas thoroughly and the nature of the roots. There are 3 conditions wherein if the discriminant is equal to 0 or greater than 0 and less than 0. You have to understand what are the types of roots and what is the nature of the roots based on the discriminant. And then one sure question for word problem, which will give you 3 marks. Again, if you find it difficult to answer the word problem, you can skip this 3 marks. But when compared to other word problems, this will be on the easier side. So it's better if you don't skip this, but still you can keep this as your second option. Next, chapter number 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. Again, most of you find little difficult in this chapter. Again, I would say if you are a struggler, you can skip this chapter. Just concentrating on the formulas, tables and ratios will fetch you 1 or 2 marks. Problems related to trigonometric ratios and related to table, if you just learn the tables, it will give you 2 marks for sure. And there will be a question based on direct application of table values. So you just have to know what are the sine, cos and tan values for 0, 30, 60, 90, and then directly you can apply. If you are confused, just draw the table on the side of your exam sheets, and whenever it is required, you can just refer. Okay, it is okay if you draw. Next, problems related to complementary angles. Again, 90 minus theta. Sine of 90 minus theta gives you cos theta. Some students find little difficult on this. So if you are fine, go through this chapter. Otherwise, you can just brush up with formulas and skip this chapter. Identities and proving problems. Next, some applications of trigonometry, heights and distance, sure compulsory question, but most of the students find little difficult. I will tell you the series of which chapter you should start first and how you should go further, so that at least 50 to 60 marks you will get it easily. Okay, again this chapter can be kept as last if you are a struggler. Next, statistics, again the most expected questions, easy to score, but it needs lots of practice. Statistics without practice, it will be a blunder. Okay, so there are 2 types, less than ogive and more than type ogive. One among these 2 is a sure question. If you find calculating little difficult, then concentrate on this first question, which will give you 3 solid marks. Or mean median mode, formulas alone will give you 1 mark, so don't skip learning the formulas. But the problems related to the formulas like direct method, assume mean method, step division method, any 2 will come with internal choice. So if you are doing, you have to cover all the content, all the topics. If you skip even one, then it will be a problem. So first preference you should give for ogive less than and greater than, wherein the calculations are very limited. So 3 marks for sure from this chapter. Chapter 14, probability, again, just by learning 3-4 formulas. One is the standard probability formula, which gives you probability of an event is equals to n of A by n of S. That direct formula substitution, you will get one problem for 1 mark. And then you have probability of an impossible event, which is 0, and the probability of sure event is 1. So this will definitely come in your 1 mark, one among these two. And then sum of the probabilities of all the event, probability of A plus probability of A dash. It is also called as complementary event. This will give you 1 more mark. So don't skip on this chapter, very short chapter, sure to get 3 marks from this chapter. Next, surface areas and volumes. I think many of you will feel very difficulty in this, but don't skip the chapter completely. Learning the formulas alone will give you 2 marks. Just by heart all the formulas, all the shapes, make a table, CSA, TSA, volume, write the names of the figures, write all the formulas, just by heart them. It will give you easily 2 marks, and one application oriented problem will be on the little tougher side. So the one who are aiming for CENTEM should not skip this. You have to practice all the types of problems in application and frustum of a Kuhn. Okay, because there will not be any choice, and it is expected to come in 5 mark also. Yes, now when you have the clarity of what all to cover, how do you start preparing yourself? Okay, so you should have a clear idea, मैं क्या पढ़ना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, कितना पढ़ना है, तब जाके it will be executed well. So planning is very important. First, understanding of your question paper. Alhamdulillah, we have done it. I hope everyone is clear, isn't it? So next is planning. Planning plays a very important role. Without planning, there is no success. Okay, I'll give you few tips on how to plan your schedule. First, you have to focus on your study materials. There are students who are literally confused, किससे पढ़ना, कौन से बुक्स फॉलो करना, कौन सा गाइड्स लेना, कौन सा वर्कशीट लेना, कौन सा क्वेश्चन पेपर उठाना. They'll be sitting in the middle of all the study materials. So have a clear idea. Just focus on one particular study material. Don't follow each and everything, whatever you are getting, whoever is telling, whatever they are telling. Don't follow everything. You sit back, relax, take your classworks. If you are okay with your classworks, if everything is neatly presented, focus only on your classworks. And textbooks, example problems are very important. And then thirdly, you can focus on your question papers, previous year question papers. Rest of it, don't go, because same type of questions, you will get multiple types of answers. So literally you will get confused if you follow too many study materials, especially when it comes to maths. So just decide of what material you are going to follow. Rest all, you just keep it away from you. Okay, too many things confuse you. Next, you have to analyze yourself, which category I am belonging to. Am I focusing on my 60 and 70%, or I am focusing on my CENTEM? I hope none of you will be just telling I am aiming to clear, because after understanding the paper, I would say it is very easy to score 60 marks out of 80 just by focusing on the important topics. So all are alhamdulillah eligible to do that. So just decide which category you belong to, what is your aim, how much you want to score. That will give you a clear picture of how to proceed with your learning. Simply sitting and then without any goals will not help you out. So set your goal and decide. Next, please come back. Put down the topics. Yes, as I told you, just put down the topics in a sequential manner. wherein the topics which I told you, pair of linear equations, and then constructions, and then what else? Polynomials, quadratic equations. These type of topics should be in the first list. So you have to order up your topics not based on your textbooks but based on your level of understanding and based on the marks. So you have to put down all the topics in a very neat manner so that you will not be confused. कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ूँ, कौन सा बाद में पढ़ूँ, कौन सा अभी पढ़ूँ, ऐसा कन्फ्यूजन कभी भी नहीं रहना. Should be clear. आज के दिन ये 2 चैप्टर बोले तो it has to be there in your revision book. So today you can get a new revision book. Just jot down all the chapters in order based on their marks, as I told you. So depending on that, if you start preparing, it will be very easy. The fourth point, fixing your timings. Very, very, very important. You have to set a proper timings and you have to fix on it. If you don't do it now, you will never do it. So just plan your timings. Now, Alhamdulillah, we are in the month of Ramadan. You are getting beautiful timings before and after suhoor. So you can plan up either post your dinner, you can relax after 12, you can just sit with your books till your suhoor. Or if you feel comfortable learning early in the morning, you can take a good sleep before your suhoor, and after your suhoor you can sit up to 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock and you can do your studies. So you have to fix the timing and you have to stick on it. अभी कर लेंगे, बाद में करेंगे, जोहर के बाद, असर के बाद. Never don't keep timings after zohar or asr. That will eventually not work out because literally you will be tired keeping fasting. So the best time is before or after suhoor, whichever is convenient. But if you fix the timing, you have to take the books. There should not be any reasons, no outings, no shoppings, nothing should distract you. So if you follow this timing rule, then inshallah you can cover the topics which I had tell you in just 4 days. Just 4 days you can cover all the topics. Next comes the execution. पूरा सेट हो गया, क्या पढ़ना, कैसा पढ़ना, प्लानिंग हो गया, टाइम टेबल डाल दिए, टाइमिंग्स फिक्स कर दिए. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू एग्जीक्यूशन, बिलीव मी, इट इज़ द वेरी डिफिकल्ट टास्क. Everything we'll do, we'll keep all the stationaries ready, books ready, study table ready, snacks ready, tea ready, but we will not be ready. So just make your mind and prepare yourself that the first step is the hardest step, I would say, but if you fight with yourself and take that first step out, no one can stop you from getting success. So don't be lazy. The execution part is very, very important, and the maths is such a subject where you need lots and lots of practice. So you have to give time. The more you give time, the better will be the results. So first understand the problem. Whenever you take up any problem, any topic, first understand what is given to you, what will be asked to you. क्या है question में, क्या देकर है और उसका क्या find out करना है. Sometimes I would see students literally not understanding. Some information will be asked, like area will be asked, they'll find volume. Volume will be asked, they'll find CSA. So you just, while learning itself, you should create this habit of understanding the question. क्या देकर है और क्या find out करना है और उसके लिए क्या क्या formulas needed है. So you just have the clarity of this, and then every topic, like for example, find the nth term of AP or the sum of nth term of AP. Just by learning one question one time will be of no use. You have to practice minimum 5 to 6 problems of the same type. Same type of problems you have to practice 5 to 6 times repeatedly, and the last time being you have to answer the problem without seeing the book. Then you get the confidence कि मुझे ये सब आता है. एक बार बुक देख करने से, एक बार देखकर लिखने से you cannot decide that you know the problem, because practice is the major part where you lag behind, and eventually you will not be able to put it in the paper. So make sure you practice 5 to 6 problems of the same type. And practicing previous year questions. Yes, this is very, very important when it comes to mathematics, because same type of questions, same questions are expected, are repeated many times. So you have to keep minimum 3 years of last year question papers, and every topic you take, write down all the same type problems and work out on all the problems. And then many of you do this mistake of mugging up max problem, which will be of no use at all, because एक number change हो गया तो सब कुछ खत्म. So never ever do this mistake. Always understand the concept. If you don't understand, you can take somebody's help, you can approach your teachers, or you can refer YouTube and get the knowledge about the topic and then enter into the problems. And the last but not the least, self-test. You have to test yourself. See, I'll tell you how to learn a problem. First time when you look at the problem, you have to break the problem into 3 to 4 steps. Say for example, if you are learning a theorem, just cut down the theorem into 3 to 4 portions. First being the statement, second being what is given, constructions and what has to be proved, third being the proof of the theorem. So when you are finding it difficult to learn the entire theorem in one particular stretch, you have to learn the statement first, write it, self-test yourself, cross-check if it is correct. If not, do that part again. Then go to the second part. After learning the second part, from the beginning you have to self-test along with the statement. Though part you have to revise. If you are thorough with the second part, then move on to the third part. Just learning the entire theorem at a one stretch will be a utter confusion. Will not be able to remember anything. So the best way, even when it comes to problems, you have to cut the problems into 2 to 3 steps. Learn first step, identify the problem, which formula is required, that gives you the first step. Then applying the given details into the formulas, and then solving the problem. So cut down the entire problem into 2 to 3 steps, and then you will find it easy. If you take the entire problem and if you sit and solve, it will not be beneficial to you. So don't miss this step. Self-test is very, very important. Now there are few mistakes or few problems which our students face during the exams. Once you are prepared, Alhamdulillah, you will have the confidence. But the moment you go take the paper, you tend to forget whatever you have learned, isn't it? Sometimes after coming out of the exam, you will just feel embarrassed saying, ये सब मुझे आता था, but वहाँ पर मुझे नहीं याद आया. I knew this, I had practiced this very particular question, same number मेरे book में है, but वहाँ पर मुझे क्या हुआ नहीं मालूम. I forgot everything. So some problems I would like to discuss here. First, start the question with what you know the best. You need not go with the order, MCQs, then 1 mark, then 2 marks. ऐसा कोई rule नहीं है. You can start off with the answer which you know the best. I would suggest starting off with the theorem, constructions, constructions, graph. These 3 should be targeted in the first 15 minutes of your exam hall. If you target these 3, this will boost your confidence. जब आप पहले एक अच्छा सा प्रॉब्लम कर लेते और उसका आंसर आ जाता, don't start with statistics also, I would say, because you have to play with numbers there, and supposing if you don't get the proper answer, that itself will demotivate you. You will get irritated, you will get a kind of anxiety, because of which you will tend to lose everything. Okay, so start off with the theorems, because by now you will be thorough with the theorems. You can start off with the theorems and the graph. because graph also, by looking at the graph you can judge whether your answer is correct or not. If it is giving you a proper solution, then that itself will boost your confidence. And then you can also do the thirdly, you can also concentrate on your constructions. Even those are on the easier side, because you will be practicing, you know how the figure is going to come, and if it comes perfect, again alhamdulillah, you'll be happy. So that happiness will boost your confidence. So never ever go and attempt MCQs in the first shot, because it needs lots of time. People use, they literally spend 1 hour on MCQs. That is not at all required. Maximum 15 to 20 minutes ही देना है MCQs के लिए, उससे ज़्यादा टाइम उस पर spend नहीं करना. Third, don't write questions. Yes, most of you do this. MCQs में पूरा question लिख के options लिखना और फिर right mark टिक करना. At a waste of time. Please don't do that. Just put the heading, just write the option number and the correct answer. Both the option and the correct answer are mandatory. So just writing the answer is more than enough. Don't waste your time in writing the entire question, because the paper will obviously be very lengthy. Each and every minute matters. So don't waste time in writing any of the questions. Next comes the smart selections of the questions. You will be coming across OR questions, mostly in trigonometry or in statistics or in AP. Such type of OR questions will arise, wherein you have to go through both the questions, understand, take a second break, understand which one you know the best, and then attempt it. I have seen girls who will attempt the first question without even noticing the second. फिर जाके उनको मालूम होता है यहाँ और करके एक ऑप्शन है, फिर उनको समझ में आता है उनको सेकेंड वन बहुत अच्छे से मालूम है. So they'll just scribble off the first one and then they'll go to second one again. So take a break, understand, analyze which is your best, and then opt for it. Okay, these are the small things which you might be feeling very funny now, but when it comes to exam hall, these are the things which will save your time. And literally time management plays a very important role. I have faced numerous girls coming out of the hall literally crying, ma'am हमको सब आता था but time नहीं था. So you just have to manage your time. Each and every second matters right from the beginning. Don't waste your time looking here and there, nodding, bending, sleeping, reading the questions again and again. Please don't waste your time. Pick up your speed right from the question number 1. Okay, especially when it comes to maths and science, your time is very, very precious. And then one more step was missing, highlighting the formulas and the answers. Okay, I have seen some of the students underlining each and every answers soon after they attempt it. Underlining and presentation is important, but you can keep the last 5 minutes for that. While writing, you did not take the scale, draw the line, again keep the scale and pencil back, again take your pen and attempt the next question. Every question, if you do this, on the whole, you will be losing 5 to 10 minutes. So it's better, as you attempt the questions, whenever you come across formulas, put them in the box, put them in a rectangular box, highlight the formula. Even if your entire question goes wrong, you are getting a chance to get 1 or half a mark for the formula alone. So don't ever miss this. You have to highlight the formulas by just putting a box with your pen itself. There is no need to take a pencil and then draw the box. Just while writing, put a box, and the final answer. When you put the final answer, you have to highlight the answer also by putting it inside a box. Because what happens while correcting, sometimes they'll just see the answer, final answer. If it is perfect, you'll get a chance to get the full marks. They'll not even go through the steps. Not every time, sometimes. So you get a good chance of getting a full marks just by highlighting your answers. And only when you get time after the session, you can draw lines after each and every answers. Don't do it from the beginning. keep it for the last 5 minutes. Okay? Thank you, girls. I hope the session was helpful. Inshallah, I wish and pray that you all get success with very good marks, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with good memory, and may He grant good health, which is most important for all our girls. So I wish and pray for you, and I wish you very all the best for all your upcoming endeavors. Thank you, girls.
Thank you so much, Khadija ma'am, for this wonderful class. I hope I would have got these kind of two teachers, maths and science. मैं भी आज engineer नहीं तो doctor बन जाता. All right, so let's come to the next topic of the day. This topic will be covered by me. I am Dr. Akbar Iqbal Rahman, did BBA and MBA from UK. UK माने उत्तराखंड नहीं, United Kingdom. ठीक है. So United Kingdom, I studied in London. I did diploma in people management from Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. I also did postgraduate diploma in yoga and naturopathy. I'm a professional yoga trainer also, and I have also done PhD in adolescent education, so that I can understand you very well. I can understand your age very well, how this age is affecting the education. That is what my study was all about. Now let me go into the topic. What next after 10th standard exam? Now अभी तो साइंस भी क्लास हो गया, मैथ्स क्लास भी हो गया, थोड़ा रिलैक्स हो जाओ, ठीक है? थोड़ी लंबी सांस लो, सिट स्ट्रेट, टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ. आवाज़ नहीं आ रही? हाँ राइट, अभी आ रही. टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ. नाउ टेक योर राइट हैंड अप. Right hand, everybody. Right hand. All right, wave. Now, when you start to wave, automatically what happens? You will smile. So, this happens normally if you see all the American presidents, and when they come to meet the people, public, so they'll wave off their hand, aisa, and they'll smile. अच्छी लंबी बड़ी smile देंगे, ठीक है? But even in India now, our politicians also doing the same. Now, what after 10th standard? Anybody? कोई डॉक्टर यहाँ पे बैठा है? डॉक्टर wants to become a doctor? माशाल्लाह, very good. मैम नाम नोट कर लें, जब कभी भी हमें इंजेक्शन लेने जाएंगे तो फ्री में दे डालना, ठीक है? बिकॉज दिस क्लास वी आर गिविंग इट फॉर फ्री, वी आर नॉट चार्जिंग एनीथिंग. नाउ हाउ मेनी इंजीनियर्स हियर? One? That's all? This is the first class I'm seeing only one doctor and one engineer. नहीं तो पूरे लड़कियां डॉक्टर्स बनना चाहती और पूरे लड़के इंजीनियर बनना चाहते हैं, जैसे कि 3 Idiots में हमने देखे. Anyways, what next after 10th standard? And how many of you wants to study commerce? Commerce, lawyers, IAS officers, IPS officers, chartered accountants? No, nothing? You have to decide. Now at this point of time, in your 10th standard, you should have decided what you want to be. When I used to say in 9th standard and 8th standard itself, you should have decided what you want to be, so that you can concentrate more on those subjects in 10th standard. So अगर तुम साइंस डॉक्टर पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो concentrate more on maths, physics, chemistry and biology. अगर तुम कॉमर्स लेना चाह रहे हैं तो फोकस कॉमर्स एंड आर्ट्स फोकस मोर ऑन दी सोशल सब्जेक्ट्स. एंड ऑब्वियसली इंग्लिश इज़ द बेस फॉर एवरी लैंग्वेज. सो बचपन से ये ABCDs पढ़ते आ रहे हैं LKG UKG से, अब इंग्लिश पढ़ाने की तो ज़रूरत नहीं है. सो यू आर कन्फ्यूज्ड, दैट इज़ व्हाट यहाँ पे आई पुट अ स्लाइड दैट our students are confused what to take after 10th standard. Are you confused what to take after 10th standard? Yes, we'll find an answer right now. Now after 10th standard, what are the courses after 10th standard, what to do after 10th standard, and which stream of subject to choose in first PUC, and then the same stream continues in second PUC. But ऐसा थोड़े बच्चों का confusion stage रहता है कि after first PUC they change the combination, again study first PUC. One of my friend did in my school days. He studied commerce first, and then later on घर में pressure, science पढ़, engineer बन, again he studied first PUC commerce, sorry science. Then he did second PUC science, and then engineering. Now he's working somewhere in Saudi Arabia. Anyways, but एक साल तो waste हुआ नहीं, एक साल waste हुआ. अगर proper plan कर लेते, अगर proper plan कर लेते, वो एक साल waste नहीं होता. ठीक है, अभी भी टाइम है. यू हैव हाउ मेनी डेज टू गो फॉर एग्जाम्स? 4 days. प्लान योर फ्यूचर, plan your future. Are you stuck with these questions? Yes, it's okay to be, because you are still young and you don't have people to guide you. जैसे कि when I was in my school days, I was good in biology. I was very good in biology and I liked that subject. But because my friends took commerce, I also took commerce. So don't go with what your friends are doing, and don't go with what your parents are forcing to do, and don't go with what your relatives are asking you to do. But ask yourself what you want to study. Ask yourself what are your strengths. Ask yourself and what are your weaknesses. If your weaknesses are in terms of science subjects and mathematics, so that you can skip those two subjects in first PUC. You have many options available, right? And if you are very good in mathematics, you want to become a doctor, you are good at science and you are good at maths, you want to become an engineer, then opt for those subjects. There are options available for that also. And inshallah I'll cover many things in this slide. Now completing class 10 is a big feat, but the challenge doesn't end right here. This is the beginning of the challenge actually. Now, students are stuck on these questions like what after 10th standard and what career options after 10th standard can they look for. They need to choose which path to follow after 10th standard, which stream to choose, or should they look for diploma or certification courses after 10th standard. There are many diplomas also available here. There are many diplomas available. So I will show you what diplomas are also available here. While the confusion for the same persists, one stop solution to end all the career related confusion is to go for unbiased career guidance, which we are from Elite Academy giving you right now. Career guidance after 10th standard. While choosing a career may be a cakewalk for some students because your parents might be educated, आपके पास guidance है, घर में अच्छे पढ़े लिखे parents हैं, but most of the students they don't have that kind of a choice. It can be difficult for some students. Students who need guidance career choices may have the following questions to be asked. How to make the right choice? That is a very big question our 10th standard students ask. How to make the right choice and what to choose. Top courses after 10th standard, which stream of subjects to choose in first PUC and second PUC. Now how to choose a right career? There are many things available. Technology in terms of fashion, web designing, multimedia, content making, designing, IT, animation, finance, troubleshooting in computers, and there are many available. अभी तो 92 course हम आ गए. Animation is also there. Data science, अभी तो बहुत advertisement भी हो रही है Facebook and other social media. Data science, Facebook and all these WhatsApp work on data science only. They collect our data, they sell it to the people or big giants in the market. उसका भी business आजकल चल रहा है. They collect our data unknowingly. When we install an app, we say yes to everything. That means you are giving your data to them. Yes, so you are giving your data. Signing up Facebook, you are giving everything, even your pictures. Everything you are giving it to them. So data आजकल का बहुत बड़ा business बन चुका है. तो each and every student of ours should learn computers. Should learn. अब लॉकडाउन में तुम कौन से क्लास में थे? हैं? 8th standard? 7th standard? चलो लॉकडाउन suddenly आ गया. No one was prepared. No one was prepared. But those who had a computer degree, those who were already working in IT companies or BPOs, they were sitting at home and doing their job, getting their salaries. Apart from that, जो भी business कर रही हैं या जो भी कुछ और काम कर रही हैं, they did not do anything. And many families I know, अच्छे खासे families रोड में आके वो ज़कात के खाने और इसके जो सदक़े के जो पैसे थे वो भी लेने के लिए मजबूर हो गए. तो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एटलीस्ट आज यहाँ पे हर एक स्टूडेंट अपने आप में ठान लेके एटलीस्ट आई विल डू अ डिग्री, वॉट एवर इट माइट बी. इट माइट बी ए कंप्यूटर डिग्री, इट माइट बी ए कॉमर्स डिग्री, इट माइट बी एन आर्ट्स डिग्री, वॉट एवर डिग्री, एक डिग्री तो कंप्लीट करना है. शुड नॉट ड्रॉप आउट आफ्टर 10th स्टैंडर्ड और PUC. यस यस यस, वेरी गुड. नाउ science stream, what else we have? We have physics, chemistry, we have biology, we have biotechnology, agriculture, food science, sports, exercise and health science, etc. We have mathematics, statistics, computer science, marine science, engineering graphics, information practices, electricity and electronics, engineering sciences, environmental sciences, geometrical and building drawing, geometrical and mechanical drawing, design technology, environment management, home science, etc. I have bought many courses which you don't know. इसका नाम पूरा तुम्हें सुन को भी नहीं रहेंगे. What you know is few commerce degrees, what you know is few science degrees, what you know is medicine degrees. थोड़े MBBS पढ़ेंगे. There are MBBS है, BUMS है, BAMS है, BNYS भी है. Bachelor in Naturopathy and Yogic Science is also a doctor degree. You can become a psychologist. आज कौन भी psychology पढ़ने के बारे में सोचता नहीं, because you don't go into arts. Everybody wants to study science and commerce only. Why? उसमें भी बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटी है. इंडिया इज अ ग्रोइंग नेशन. लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज इन दोज फील्ड ऑल्सो. आर्ट्स एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज की जब मैं बात करूंगा, सो मेनी कोर्सेज आर देयर. साइकोलॉजी, इकोनॉमिक्स, ज्योग्राफी, सोशियोलॉजी, हिस्ट्री, फिलॉसफी, पॉलिटिकल साइंस, ग्लोबल पॉलिटिक्स, सोशल एंड कल्चरल एंथ्रोपोलॉजी, होम साइंस एक्सेट्रा. एंड देन इसमें लैंग्वेजेस भी आते हैं. हिंदी, मराठी, गुजराती, पंजाबी, बंगाली, ओडिया, तमिल, तेलुगु, मलयालम, कन्नड़ा, असमीज, उर्दू, कश्मीरी, मणिपुरी, मिजो, संस्कृत, नेपाली, बोडो एक्सेट्रा. इंग्लिश, फ्रेंच, जर्मन, इटालियन. Now you know what? Saudi Arabia has opted for appointing language teachers in their schools. ज़्यादा जर्मन एंड फ्रेंच टीचरों को अपॉर्चुनिटी दी जा रही है दुनिया भर में. तो यू कैन ऑल्सो स्टडी लैंग्वेज टू मेक अ करियर आउट ऑफ इट. खाली एक ही फील्ड के पीछे जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. बिकॉज गाइडेंस हम ना सिर्फ जो भी कोई भी आपके क्लास में रहते, आपके घर में रहते, एवरीबडी वांट टू आस्क यू कि आप साइंस पढ़ेंगे कि कॉमर्स पढ़ेंगे, आप डॉक्टर बनेंगे कि इंजीनियर बनेंगे. नो वन इज आस्किंग यू अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस. देर आर मेनी सब्जेक्ट्स. इसीलिए बोलता हूँ मैं, व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड माई सेशन, आई टोल्ड यू टू अंडरस्टैंड योर स्ट्रेंथ्स एंड वीकनेसेस. आप अपने स्ट्रेंथ्स और वीकनेस को पहचाने. यू आर गुड एट व्हाट? आस्क योरसेल्फ एंड देन चूज योर करियर आउट ऑफ इट. And then we have fine arts, visual arts, dance, film, music, theatre, Carnatic music, Hindustani music, Western music. Then we have language, religious study also, Hinduism, divinity and Islamic study. ये भी कर सकते हैं. And when you come to commerce, you have accountancy, business studies, commerce, economics, economic geography, secretarial practice, entrepreneurship. तो हमें commerce में क्या जानते हैं? We only understand accountancy, we only understand economics, we only understand business studies. और यहाँ पे business studies कर्नाटका में, other states में इसे commerce भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है. तो आप ये सिर्फ 4 सब्जेक्ट जानते हैं in terms of commerce. Whereas commerce में बहुत से सब्जेक्ट्स भी हैं. और कैरियर ओरिएंटेड सब्जेक्ट्स क्या क्या हैं हमें देखेंगे. यू मे ऑल्सो लाइक सब्जेक्ट्स लाइक कंप्यूटर स्टडीज, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, fashion studies, fashion designing, media studies, travel and tourism, etc. Along with science stream and commerce stream, you can also do these also. You know, India is the country जहाँ पे हर एक स्टेट का एक लैंग्वेज है और हर एक लैंग्वेज के 50 तो टीवी चैनल हैं. मीडिया में बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, बट उसमें हमारा प्रेजेंस बहुत कम है. ठीक है. वेयर यू कैन ऑल्सो ऑप्ट बट विथ सम रिस्ट्रिक्शंस ऑल्सो. ठीक है. उसमें भी आप जा सकते हैं. आप कंटेंट राइटिंग कर सकते हैं. यू कैन राइट ब्लॉग्स, यू कैन डू व्लॉग्स, यू कैन डू मैनी थिंग. आजकल का यूट्यूबर बहुत ज़्यादा कमा लेता. ठीक है. बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटी है दुनिया में, बट ओनली समझदारों के लिए है. उसके बाद you also have vocational stream. After 10th standard, several boards offer vocational streams in class 11th and 12th to help you prepare for a job immediately after the completion of class 12. You can choose 2 or more vocational subjects along with compulsory languages depending upon in which board you are enrolling into. Your vocational subjects choices could be these many. कितने vocational courses हैं देखो. After NEP gets implemented in Karnataka, you will study all these courses in your school itself. In first PUC and second PUC, degree में तो NEP आ चुका है. You have 4 years degree and you have 4 years master degree including your bachelor's degree. Now what courses you can study? These are all small diploma courses जहाँ पे accounts and taxation करके आप tax consultant बन सकते हैं. घर बैठ के आप कमा सकते हैं. एयर कंडीशन एंड रेफ्रिजरेशन टेक्नीशियन बन सकते हैं. ऑटो शॉप रिपेयर एंड प्रैक्टिस ये कर सकते हैं. यू कैन बिकम कार बाइक मैकेनिक, ऑटोमोटिव बैंकिंग, यू हैव बैंकिंग एंड इंश्योरेंस, ब्यूटी एंड वेलनेस, बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. ये सब कैरियर ओरिएंटेड कोर्सेज हैं जहाँ पे यू कैन ऑल्सो स्टार्ट योर ओन बिजनेस आउट ऑफ इट. उसके बाद कंटिन्यू होता है और यहाँ पे ख़त्म नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है. देर आर सो मेनी वेकेशन कोर्स अवेलेबल इन टर्म्स ऑफ ए से लेके आपके पास एक्स तक यहाँ पे है एक्सरे टेक्नीशियन, शायद वही जेडमी को क्या भी मिला नहीं, राइट। कहाँ से है आपके पास, ए से आपके पास एक्स तक यू हैव कोर्सेस अवेलेबल। एंड देन ये बोर्ड्स कौन कौन देता है, वी हैव CBSE, वी हैव NIOS भी गिविंग दीज फैसिलिटीज, नेशनल बोर्ड ऑफ वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग एजुकेशन, एंड देन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ स्कूल एजुकेशन विच इज आवर Karnataka state board, and PU board also gives this once the NEP is getting implemented. Now polytechnic diploma भी है, if you have completed science and mathematics in class 9 and 10 you can also go for polytechnic diploma, जहाँ पे after the 3 years diploma or 2 years diploma you can get lateral entry into engineering also. तो ये भी आप कर सकते हैं, if you don't want to study 11th standard and 12th standard, directly you can go for 2 years or 3 years diploma and get into engineering directly in the second year or third year. Top 20 polytechnic diplomas, कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग, साइबर एंड फॉरेंसिक इंफॉर्मेशन सिक्योरिटी। आज पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट में बहुत से वैकेंसी इंडिया में ही इन टर्म्स ऑफ साइबर फॉरेंसिक्स एंड इंफॉर्मेशन सिक्योरिटी, डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, अप्लाइड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन, इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, बायोमेडिकल, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, मेडिकल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, मैकेट्रॉनिक्स, पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, CAD CAM, 3D animation and graphics. Wonderful course to study 3D animation. It's only Mysore University is giving in Karnataka. You can study animation from Mysore University once you complete your PUC in CEBA or PCMC. You can take CEBA also and do this animation. You can take PCMC and also do animation. And then we have chemical technology, civil engineering, environmental, food processing and water technology. Now when it comes to engineering, do you know how many engineering degrees are there? Anybody? Just give me a vague number. Any number? How many engineering degrees are there in the world? दुनिया में अगर पढ़ने चलेंगे तो how many? बोलो जरा जोर से बोलो. How many? 10? 15? 20? How many? 30? 40? Tell me a number. 50? 60? How many? There are 148 engineering degrees. How many? 148 engineering degrees. इसमें हम ना मालूम है सर टॉप 5 इसमें फर्स्ट कौन सा है, पेट्रोकेमिकल इंजीनियरिंग, जिसमें बहुत अच्छी कैरियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ है इन इंडिया एज वेल एज इन अब्रॉड। आज इंडिया में भी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आ रही हैं पेट्रोकेमिकल इंजीनियरिंग में, एंड अब्रॉड में तो बहुत वैकेंसीज है। एंड देन कम्स कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग। तो एवरीबडी जहाँ पे भी देखो आज हमारे लाइफ में कंप्यूटर घुस चुका है, यस और नो? येट एवरीबडी शुड बी लिटरेट इन टर्म्स ऑफ हैंडलिंग कंप्यूटर, और एटलीस्ट शुड नो 2 to 3 कंप्यूटर लैंग्वेजेस, C++ है, जावा है, सो बेसिक लैंग्वेजेस, HTML है, दैट you will be taught in your PU levels. And then we have ITI certificate courses in technical. If you have studied science and mathematics in class 9 and 10, you can enroll for ITI trade courses in any of the following technical trades and obtain a certification for 2 years duration. ITI certificate courses is considered the best course after 10th standard for those who have got those kind of dreams. I want to do ITI and do something else in terms of your own business. ITI certificates क्या क्या हैं? कंप्यूटर हार्डवेयर एंड नेटवर्क इंजीनियरिंग, नेटवर्क मेंटेनेंस, ड्रॉटमैन सिविल एंड मैकेनिक, इलेक्ट्रीशियन, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैकेनिक, रेफ्रिजरेटर एंड एयर कंडीशनिंग, मैकेनिक ऑटो, मैकेनिक एंड ये सब लड़के पढ़ने के ही, सर्वेयर, रेडियोलॉजी टेक्नीशियन, विच लड़कियां भी पढ़ सकते हैं। नाउ वंस यू डू दिस टेक्निकल, ये होता है बहुत अच्छा टेक्निक ये कोर्स जहाँ पे बेकर एंड कन्फेक्शनरी, यू कैन स्टार्ट योर बेकरी, computer operation and programming assistant, food and beverage services, food production, hair and skin care, which is a growing industry in India. यहाँ पे देखो आजकल सब जगह एडवर्टाइजमेंट हो रहा है, hair fall, baldness, they are selling oils and they are doing so much in terms of this. ये भी आप पढ़ सकते हैं, इसमें भी आप करियर बना सकते हैं। हाउसकीपिंग, मल्टीमीडिया एनिमेशन, स्पेशल इफेक्ट्स, ट्रैवल, टूरिज्म असिस्टेंट्स, प्लम्बर, वेल्डर, ओल्ड एज केयर, स्पा थेरेपी, ये सब क्यों लेके आया? बिकॉज आज इंडिया में इसके वैकेंसीज ज़्यादा होते जा रही, इसके भी वैकेंसीज आती हैं। पहले हमें पता नहीं था कि यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक दिस ओल्ड एज केयर, जहाँ पे इंडिया में ओल्ड एज होम्स आर इंक्रीजिंग, और इसके मैनेज करने के लिए लोग नहीं, इंक्रीजिंग नंबर्स ऑफ ओल्ड एज होम्स, इसे मैनेज करने के लिए आज लोग नहीं, तो यहाँ पे इसकी भी वैकेंसीज ज़्यादा हो रही है। एंड देन स्पा थेरेपी, Top 6 diploma courses in vocational training, which are these: software development, graphic and multimedia, travel tourism, refrigeration and air conditioning, banking and financial service, insurance and medical imaging. Then top 10 skill training programs and course after 10th: animation, beauty therapist, food processing, gems and jewelry, healthcare, mobile phone technician, organic grower, sales executive, software development, solar panel system installer. Why I bought this solar panel system installer? Because now in India it is becoming very evident that government is advising us to use solar energy. ये एक पायलट प्रोजेक्ट में हरियाणा में शुरू हो चुका है एंड इट विल बी स्लोली इम्प्लीमेंटेड इन ऑल द स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया. वेरेस इसकी भी वैकेंसीज होने वाली हैं, बहुत अच्छी वैकेंसीज होने वाली हैं टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर सोलर पैनल्स एंड these systems. Now choosing a good career is important. Course from the above list of courses after 10th you can be intimidating. Remember the solution we came up with the beginning of this article. Now, well, it's time to make a decision now. Now here I am going to introduce you a PUC which is going to be started this academic year. This academic year in this building we are going to start a new PUC. It's called Elite Academy PUC for girls, and it is going to be continued as a degree college also in future. Now यहाँ पे क्या courses मिलने वाले हैं आपको? You will study PCMC with integrated CET coaching. You will study PCMB with integrated NEET coaching. You will also study Commerce CEBA, which is Computer Economics, Business Accountancy, and HEBA with integrated Personality Development course. Arts HEPS with integrated Personality Development course. Now why we are giving these integrated courses? Because we understand that CET and NEET, if you go outside, कम से कम तो 50 से 80 हज़ार पे एक इंस्टीट्यूट चार्ज करता है to give you CET and NEET on a specialized basis. They will give you short term NEET, long term NEET, crash courses on CET and NEET. तो इसके सब चार्ज करते हैं. Whereas what we have bought in integrated with these two PCMC and PCMB courses. Personality development is very important because our students, most of you, though I said that you have to complete your degree, but few of you might opt to work after second PUC and do your degree in a distant mode or correspondent mode. So you need your personality to be developed in terms of how to face interviews and what to talk in interviews and how to attend those interviews. ये सब चीज़ें हमें क्या करेंगे, आपको PU लेवल में सिखाएंगे और आपको skilled कर देंगे इंशाल्लाह. Now what are our present and future plans? Right now this year we are starting with PU, Science and Commerce and Arts. Inshallah in the next academic year we will also start our degree college. We are planning to start corresponding degree college because, as I said, most of you might not be doing regular degree. You might go for correspondent or distant education. तो ये भी है. And we also have a plans to start paramedical institute in the same building. So how it is going to be? This ground floor is going to be your play area, activity area, everything. So यहाँ पे we'll have sports items, we'll have curricular activities, co-curricular activities and extracurricular activities here. And the first floor, that will be your PU classrooms. And the second floor, inshallah, it will be your degree classrooms. And in the top floor, it is going to be a paramedical institute. Now this institute is going to be a girls institute, जहाँ पे एक ड्रीम है हमारी कि ये एरिया में एक अच्छा गर्ल्स इंस्टीट्यूट चाहिए, सो दैट एक्सेसिबल भी हो इन टर्म्स ऑफ एजुकेशन, क्वालिटी भी दें. राइट, वी आर ब्रिंगिंग बोथ इनटू इट, accessible education at the same time quality education. So everything is going to be a part of this institution where education will not be compromised. Thank you so much. I hope the sessions which we did in terms of science was very well executed by Sheikh Malik sir, and the maths session by Khatija ma'am was also wonderful and eye opener कि हर एक चैप्टर में क्या क्वेश्चंस आएंगे और कितने मार्क्स को आएंगे. ये इम्पॉर्टेंट था कि हमारे बच्चों को समझाना. एंड देन फाइनली आई गेव यू एन इनपुट दैट मार्केट में क्या कोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं. आप पीयूसी भी करें, आप डिग्री करें, और पीयूसी के बाद आपको क्या करना है. यू वांट टू टेक साइंस एज योर मेजर सब्जेक्ट, you want to take commerce as your major subject, or you want to take arts as a major subjects. ये तीनों stream में we will hand hold you until you finish your degree inshallah. सारे जगह पे से guidance मिलेगा. We will also bring industry experts here, where we were part of the panel where exam evaluation, second PUC evaluation हम जाते थे. My friends are there in St. Joseph Evening College, principals ही, Christ College, Christ University में, St. Anne's में. तो यहाँ से हम लोग सेकेंड PUC फर्स्ट PUC का रिसोर्स पर्सन लाएंगे, सो दैट दे ऑल्सो गिव व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन देयर इंस्टीट्यूट एंड व्हाट दे आर डूइंग इन टर्म्स. ये सब गर्ल्स इंस्टीट्यूट ही, सेंट एंड्स गर्ल्स इंस्टीट्यूट, सेंट जोसेफ तो इवनिंग कॉलेज है, कोएड है, बट वहाँ पे ज़्यादातर तो लड़कियाँ पढ़ रही. एंड वी हैव वन मोर वंडरफुल टीचर, अ फ्रेंड ऑफ माइंड फ्रॉम क्राइस्ट PUC एंड क्राइस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी. यहाँ पे ये सब आएंगे, यहाँ पे दे विल गिव यू गुड इनपुट्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ एजुकेशन, व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग इन द मार्केट राइट नाउ, क्या करियर है, तो ये सब अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे इंशाल्लाह. तो वी वुड लाइक टू thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this opportunity. I would like to call Yasin bhai, please come here on the stage, so that this is only possible because couple of days before Yasin bhai said that his vision कि यहाँ पे Yasin bhai wants to start a PUC and a degree college for girls. तो ये इनकी सोच थी, and I said इंशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छी सोच है. We'll definitely go ahead and we'll do a successful institution here. I would also like to call upon Musawir bhai, who is also my partner. He is also very much interested into this. All right. So this is it. हमारी सोच है कि ये एरिया में एक अच्छा गर्ल्स PUC हो, ये एरिया में अच्छा एक डिग्री कॉलेज हो गर्ल्स के लिए, एंड एट द सेम टाइम ये एरिया में एक बहुत अच्छा पैरामेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट भी हो लड़कियों के लिए. सो इंशाल्लाह आपकी जो भी ख्वाहिशें हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ आर्ट्स, कॉमर्स एंड साइंस, यहाँ पे सारी कुछ ख्वाहिशें पूरी की जाएंगी, एंड वी विल गिव यू क्वालिटी एजुकेशन सो दैट वंस यू कंप्लीट योर सेकेंड PUC यू विल बी रेडी फॉर दोज नीट एग्ज़ाम एंड CET एग्ज़ाम, जहाँ पे आपको बाहर जाके पढ़ने की और पैसा खर्चा करने की ज़रूरत नहीं होगी. सारा कुछ यहीं पे दिया जाएगा. एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड आर्ट्स, एज ए सेड, पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट कोर्स भी दिया जाएगा, विच विल बी एन इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्स. तो वंस द सेकेंड PUC एग्जाम, सॉरी फर्स्ट PUC 10th standard exams are over, the admission process starts, and I hope when you came inside you got our pamphlet also, and inshallah talk to your parents. We will also talk to them over the call. Come here, do the admission and get success inshallah.
And same time we are planning to start tuition academy also, evening 5:30 to 8:30 for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. 11th and 12th with NEET and CET integrated. I request Mr. Malik to describe about this.
So in Elite Academy, we will be concentrating on development of students in terms of education. 8th, 9th, 10th, we will provide coaching. 11th and 12th, we will cover academic things also, and with that CET, NEET, IIT, JEE, all the competitive exams we will be covering. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You all came here. It's a Sunday. Okay. Most of you might be fasting, and thank you so much for coming here. You all have a wonderful day, and we wish you all the very best for your 10th standard exams, which is around the corner in 4-5 days. All the very best. Score good marks and come here. Thank you so much. Thank you.